Hello, YouTube and Universe, and welcome to Starstorm Productions. I'm your host, Morro, here to bring you everything new on your favorite brands and more. And today on Random Review, we'll be taking a look at set number 71850, Lloyd versus Earth Monster Spinner. This set includes 52 pieces, and if I'm being honest, this has to be one of my favorite small sets. And it's really interesting because we got, technically, 2 exclusive minifigures, and the main villains for the season are using the spinners. Before we get to the review, make sure you like, subscribe, and notifications so you don't miss another video like this. Because maybe a small clip for you guys, but it's a big help for me and the channel. Thank you. Without further ado, let's get on to the spinner. Alright, here we have the spinner, and if you're wondering why I add Lego Ninjago to the catalog of stuff to review, well, I should have said this at the beginning, but Lego Ninjago was the first thing I ever reviewed on my first channel, Centering I-50. So to me, thematically, it makes sense to bring it back for the 15th anniversary because if it weren't for Ninjago, I wouldn't start doing reviewing. Well, if it weren't for half of the stuff I review, I wouldn't be reviewing right now. So I'm just giving thanks to it right now. But anyway, let's get on to this spinner. I like how it looks. Let me take the spinner off right quick. Here's the base for the spinner, and I like how it looks. It fixed the motif of the Earth Monster, and what it does is while you're spinning it, these ports right here hold the weapons. So let me grab them right quick. What you do, you can attach the sword right here, and you attach his claw here, and that's how it will look completed. And as I said, I like the motif. It's almost a nougat brown to fit for the Earth Monster with sand yellow on the inside, and it looks pretty good. And when you add the spinner on top of it, I like how it looks. So this uses the same mold of spinner that they used last year for Dragons Rising Season 3, but instead of the shell being dragons, it looks more like the acid snake that will be in larger sets. And yeah, all you do, because these are hold on by friction, you just attach them like that. And since it is green, you could hypothetically use this for Lloyd as well as the monster, even though this set is targeted towards the monster. And how you use the spinner, you do it like every other Ninjago spinner. You put the minifigure on the inside, make sure it's attached, and what you do with this, you wind it up. You wind it up, and the harder you hit this, the longer it will spin. Like, that's just a light launch. And as someone who loves Beyblade, I love when Ninjago revisits the idea of spinners. It's one of my favorite gimmicks from Ninjago, and I love to see it every time. But oh no, that's not the end when it comes to the spinner. Let's talk about the minifigures. Now, for the minifigure selection in this, we have Lloyd and the Earth Monster. Sorry, I had to look at the name again. Even though this set is literally named after it. But anyway, I like how both of these look. We have basically the standard version of Lloyd that comes from this, compared to because Lloyd only comes in 2 sets this wave. It comes in the Source Dragon of Life, and this set. Hey, this is the only way you can get the normal version, which him being locked behind the spinner set honestly makes him one of the more affordable versions of Lloyd, which I love. Lloyd is my second favorite character in Lego Ninjago. My first being Cole. Cole is my favorite character. Literally, my channel banner that you see in most of my videos is based off of Cole. I wear his bandana. Well, my original design did. But yeah. But I like how this looks. Oh. Yeah, sorry, dropped it. But basically, in this season, the ninja are going full dragon. You can see that with the scales on him. And I like how they look. The green scales with gold protruding out of them. The dragon feet on there with the shin guards. And yeah, it looks pretty cool. I like it. For his sword, it's the same one he's been using since the Ninjago movie, which I always liked the sculpt of this sword. Lloyd's design just looks good this season. And we also have his his letter L in the center of it, with the dragon head that protrudes into the shoulder pads. And for the head, it looks good. He's using the half max that we've been using since, like, Rebooted. One of the best seasons, in my opinion. And he's using his hairpiece from the Jungle set line, which it was an okay season, but I like the sets that came from it. And when you take off the head, let me take it off so you can see the face. Ooh, hit the Earth Monster by mistake. He has a smiling side head, and on the back, he has a frowning head. Which, okay, standard Lloyd head, but it looks pretty good. Let me take it back off and put this back on. You know what, I'll put the smiling head up front again. Push down. Yeah, I like how it looks. Now for the Earth Monster, this is a completely new villain for this wave, and I like how it looks. It has a cool motif. The head is just using a rock head piece with the mouth looks like it's spewing lava on the inside. Which, I wonder how that will play into the season, because last we left off, the ninja don't have their powers anymore. Which, this is like the 10th time or something. It's like every other season the ninja lose their powers. Either because of Lloyd right there, or by some weird means. But as I was saying, lost my train of thought. I wonder how this will play into it, because it's an Earth monster. And each of the monsters in this season have different elements. Because for the January wave, we have the Acid Monster and the Mutation Monster alongside this one. And in the next summer wave, there is a Ice, Fire, and Lightning Monster. So it has to do with their elements, and I'm just wondering how that will play into it. Anyway, let's take a look at his sculpt. For his shoulder pads, he uses a recolor of the crystallized shoulder pads, which I would not have been thinking to recolor them. But I like them. It's a trans orange, and I like it. As I said, it has 2 studs on the back so you can add on to it. And one thing I like about these rock monsters, they grow in each set. Like this one has, it's just a normal rocket, and I drop, and Lloyd just fell. I keep shaking the table. But this piece right here, which he uses as a claw weapon, can also be a headpiece. And while we're up here, there's a crack headpiece, right? Crack head printing on it for the back, but you can do this, and he'll have horns on his head. But I personally keep this as a claw because that's how it's in the instructions. Ooh. There we go. But for the printing on him, looks good. He has chains on his front side. On the back, it looks like a spine, which is gnarly. And he also has leg printing with cracks coming out from him and rocks for his feet, which is, I like that. It looks really cool. And he also comes with a sword that we've seen since the Tournament of Elements. And I like these 2 main figures, and both of them being technically exclusive, with the Lloyd being the normal version, and this is the only rock monster that we've seen so far that comes with that headpiece. I say it's bang for your buck. Now let's go to my final thoughts. And that's been the review for Lloyd versus the Earth Monster Spinner. I love this. I like how the spinners work now, and how they play off of the ones that we got last year as well. And I also love the exclusive minifigures in this. I will have to give it a 7 out of 10 because, well, for one, it's a small set, but for how small it is, it's bang for your buck. $9.99 for all of this, I say that's worth it. But The only reason it's a 7 is because the way I see it, every 100 pieces, that's $10. This is only 52 pieces. So by that logic, the price is not that, like, it's good for us for it to be affordable, but it's just like, personally, it's, if you get what I mean, it's just like, I wish that we got more in the set. Like maybe an obstacle. But other than that, I say it's good. And if that's everything, that's a wrap. Well, before that, comment down below. Who's your favorite ninja and what would you say about it? Now, if that's everything, that's a wrap. Fade to black.